Hot 93.3.
We are back with that track.
Wow.
Honestly, my mixtape is dropping soon. Okay, it's Fire Flame Spitters. I got bars like soap. All my bars are dope.
You know what? You need to stop. You need to
I can't
be stopped.
won't stop
now.
till I get on top. Oh, wow.
Anyway.
If you're just joining us, welcome back to the Ladies Lounge.
Yes, it's your girl, Dami, okay?
Okay, and it's me, BB Ray. So today we are talking about a very interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
One that I think, one way or another, everybody in this room, everybody listening has somehow encountered this in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. Whether you are the one
that is the single one,
or you are married but you're still the single one,
fornicating up and down, God is watching
fornicating and
you.
adultering up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So today's topic is indeed married single men.
Mm-hmm.
So for you who doesn't know what that is, it's basically a man that's very much married, very much in a union with a family, possibly even children, but very much out here in the streets.
Out here in the streets.
Yes.
In the club.
Popping bottles, all that.
With women who are not his wife.
100%. So today, to talk about this very interesting topic with us, we have, let me run her accolades.
All right.
She's a producer,
And
a writer,
wow.
a presenter,
Yes.
CEO, all-around boss lady, beauty and brains. The youngest of 5, but you know when they say that the last shall be the first?
Hey.
She's here with us today. And that is Miss Tora.
Hi, Tora. I gotta give you a big applause. Yay! Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
It's nice. Thank you for inviting me, first and foremost. Love what you guys are doing. You're just like cracking me up every step of the way. That bio is kind of old. I need to update my website because I currently found out that I'm not the youngest anymore, which means my dad was kind of one of those married single. That we're talking about.
So
but
you're not the youngest?
No, I just recently found out that I have a younger sister. She's 22 years old. Big shout out to... Oh gosh.
Ooh.
You forgot her name.
It be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes.
It be like that
I must check
sometimes.
her. No, so big shout out to my younger sister.
The 22-year-old wherever you are. POP holding it down.
Her name is Ebun, which is my middle name. That's
That's really
big
crazy.
shout out to Jesus Juice as well. For helping me start this show. But yeah, I've just found out. So that means, you know.
When you say just found out?
About 2 months ago now, or a month now.
This is a very recent development.
We speak on the phone. We spoke on the phone. I like her anyway. I think she's mad cool by the sounds of it. And we do have to meet up. We haven't actually met face to face.
Wow.
And I didn't know that she, was here in Lagos. I'd heard rumors about a 7th or 8th child, but I'd never, spoken to her or anything like that.
Wow. How did you find out?
The first time I heard about her was through my brother. So when my dad died, he actually said that she was at the parent was at the funeral. He knew something about her then. She would have been like really young then.
Yeah.
And then the second time I heard about her was through my uncle, my dad's brother. Wow. He had mentioned her. And then this time round, my brother had sent me a picture basically on WhatsApp. My dad's memorial came up not too long ago, and he had sent me a picture of this young girl standing beside my dad's grave. And I was like, oh my God, that's my dad's grave. Who's that? And he was like, oh, it's your sister. And I was like, she lives here in Lagos.
And I don't know.
I was like, wow. And she looks really young. So I was like, oh, who's that? And then he just, hooked me up with her number, and that's how we started talking. So big shout out to Ebun.
Shout out to Ebun wherever you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
We just dove right into it, huh? Right. And these are the things that happen. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, okay? We're going to be talking about...
cover.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover, okay? We're going to talk about conformity. How, men and women just, in this Lagos especially, are just so like, oh, well... He will cheat. All men cheat. So let's accept it, or let's embrace it, or let's just... No.
We're going to talk about the older generation, how they accept that also, and what kind of effect that we think that that's having on our generation and also generations to come, of course. Yeah. We're going to talk about club culture in Nigeria, because that's something that we need to talk about too. I think this affects it. So, Tora, thank you for joining us today. We have a lot of ground to cover, and we're excited to talk about all of this with you.
Absolutely. When we come back, we're going to delve right into it. Here is Nivea featuring Brian Casey and Brandon Casey with Don't Mess With My Man. That's just a little message for some ladies out there who messing with people's man.
Hot 93.3.
It's your girl, Dami, okay? And we are here
together with me, BB Ray, joined by Tara.
I'm Tora.
We said it right.
Can I just first of all say I am super proud of you ladies.
Wow.
You guys are doing such an amazing job. And the moment I heard like Dami was going to be on radio and that you were going to be joining her, BB, like it just really warmed my heart because you've got such amazing personalities and it just shines through the radio.
You gonna make me cry.
My twist.
So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot, especially coming from you, Miss Producer, Miss Writer, Miss Presenter.
I'm trying.
You're not just trying, you're doing, girl. You need to own it. You need to claim those accolades, sister.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was doing my little research on you and that.
Yeah.
And I saw that, girl. I saw that you had a show on African Magic every Monday at 9:30.
Yeah.
What happened? You're no longer on our TV. You're no longer blessing our TVs
on
African Magic every Monday at 9:30.
I will be on African Magic again at some point.
Okay.
You know. I'm still on TV, so I'm currently, you can catch me on a show called You Got Issues, which is on Spice TV. Big shout out to Spice and Taj and the whole, Uncle Taj and the whole crew there. And then I'm also currently working on a new show for a new platform. I can't really talk about it now, but all shall well and truly be revealed. If you follow me on Instagram at Tora Olaya, you'll kind of see some behind the scenes on my Insta Live and stuff like that. I put stuff on my stories when I'm filming. But yeah, the Africa Magic thing was just, it's a natural progression, I started off on radio, then I went to Africa Magic, and now I'm freelance.
Hey. So you're doing your own thing, chasing your own bag.
Thing. And for some people, I feel like people can, first of all, I want to say don't be scared to be freelance and to do it by yourself. I feel like a lot of people hear that word and they're like, oh my God, freelance. Oh my gosh. But I actually earn more money being freelance and doing other stuff with multiple people than sticking with one person. And it's not about the money, but we all, we
need to eat.
We gotta eat.
It's not even about eating, babes. You know what it's about for me? It's about financial freedom. That's the end goal. And if you want financial freedom, then you need multiple income streams. And if you understand financial freedom, the value of being financially independent and how it works, it means, unfortunately, not having a 9-to-5.
Absolutely. You know what? That needs like a little applause.
Yes, we need to. I told you,
it's all about residual income, babe. So that's what we're working towards, and that's what that step was about for me.
I respect that so much. Now I know that you mentioned you're on a show currently on Spice called You Got Issues.
You Got Issues.
That's a very interesting title. What's it about?
It's basically an agony aunt show.
I love it.
So people call, they send in their messages about different dilemmas. Some people have like really deep, issues, like dilemmas where, for example, they might be in a relationship with let's say they're married and they've just given birth and their husbands are really like mean to them.
Oh, wow.
Stuff like that. Somebody else had an issue where, they were unable to they were having issues with their parents basically and sort of doing what their parents wants versus to doing what they want. Some people had mental health issues as well. Some people had sort of like skincare issues where they were having like, problems with their skin whilst they were pregnant and every things affect people in different ways, differently.
Absolutely.
So like you, BB, you have amazing skin. And skin might not be your issue, but for some people, it can really affect their confidence 100%. And affect their everyday life. So those are some of the things that we talk about. And we have experts on the show as well.
Fantastic.
To talk about it with. It's not just me. Just sitting there talking. Yeah, we have experts.
Fantastic. So you're really touching people and really changing lives. Look at you, humanitarian, producer, philanthropist, like doing the damn thing.
I feel like you're adding bits now.
Of course, because that's what we're here for. We need to hype and celebrate each other. Because if we don't celebrate each other and one another, who will? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for doing the damn thing on Spice TV. You got issues. What time can people catch you on Spice TV?
And that's on Saturdays at 7 p.m. on Spice TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure that you tune into Spice TV on Saturdays at 7 p.m. to catch Tora.
Yeah. And stay close to my Instagram so I can let you know when the other show is out. And you can still see me on 53 Extra, actually. There'll be like reruns and stuff like that. I'll still be on your screens. Yeah.
That's good.
Fantastic.
Let's delve right into the topic, okay? Because you just came in firing, being like, you know what?
I found out I had a sister like 2 months ago.
Like from a polygamous household.
Yeah, you see, like you already know that how much it affects the kids. I think people forget to talk about how
the kids are
situations the kids are affected.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We like to talk about, when we talk about relationships, I think we leave the kids out of it so much.
Absolutely.
And they're a part of this. They it affects them just as much as it affects the couple as well.
Yeah.
And that whole thing, like I was saying, the conformity of it all. Like you were saying your uncle knew. People knew.
You only found out 2 months ago.
Listen,
Your
let
mom
me tell you
knew.
what's crazy, yeah? So when I was working, around the time I was working at Cool FM, I also found out I had a brother that I never knew. And he hit me up because at that point,
The plot thickens.
I started, whatever, like being out there a bit more.
Started popping.
I don't like to call it popping, but I was out there,
in these streets.
basically. And some guy hit me up on Instagram and was like, he slid in my DMs like, "Oh, is your dad Akin or liar? Because I think I'm your brother." And I completely blanked. And I was like, "No, this guy is because I'm out there, you know." So I just kind of pushed it aside, left it, and then one day I was chilling with my mum a few months later, and I was like, "Do you know this guy? He hit me up on Instagram and he said he's my brother." So I was like, "Let me show you his picture."
Your mom knew who he was.
My mom legit was like, "Oh yes, I know him."
Wow.
I even bought him to London self. I bought him to London. So he knew my oldest, because the gap between me and my elders is like 8 years.
Yeah.
Right. 8, 9, and then 10. 8, 9, and
Is
then
he
20.
older or younger than you?
He's younger.
So
he knew like my older sisters and stuff like that. And then at some point she tried to bring him to the UK. My mum actually tried to get involved in bringing him to the UK, but it didn't work out. So my mum like fully knew who he was. And I was just shooketh like,
how did you know?
I was like, God damn. So you didn't want to tell me nothing? Like,
I had a sibling that you didn't think I needed to know about?
She was so casual about it.
You know what? I have a sibling too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have a sibling.
That you didn't know you had?
Get the tea.
Okay.
This sibling is 1 year older than my brother.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
if we're going to bring it out, we're going to put it
time.
We're going to put it all out. Okay.
Whoa.
Your daddy was spreading his earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
I have a brother who is, I've never met him.
Okay.
Don't know what I know his name. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's a year older than my brother. My younger brother.
When did you find this out?
I found this out a couple of years ago.
My
mom told me about it. Let me tell you the story though. The story is what made me be like, eh? My mom found out that this woman was pregnant with, no, she didn't find out who was pregnant. She found out the ikomo, so the
naming ceremony.
The naming ceremony of the kids.
Yikes.
My mom found out that my dad's side, his family members were going to the naming ceremony.
Oh, that's crazy.
Going to the naming ceremony.
That's crazy.
So, so my mom was like, let's go there together. And then my mom confronted my dad.
She pulled up
Your
at
mom
the naming
pulled
ceremony.
up.
She confronted.
Your mom.
She's a G. She rolled up. She
Mama Dami.
She rolled up on that
Dami
thing.
is the, oh,
You
wow,
know? So
she,
first of all, she confronted him before she went. She was like, listen, I found out, He at first denied it, and she's like, your mom is going. Your mother is going to this thing. So your mother, even your mother, your family member, everybody's in support of you cheating on me and going to a naming ceremony.
That's crazy.
Of this kid.
That's
and
crazy.
Everyone decided to keep it a secret from me. Together, collectively.
Crazy.
Right? So, and then he's like, you know what? She means nothing to me. I'm not even going to the naming ceremony. Blah, blah, blah. He didn't go. He did not go. Do you know what my mom did? My mom she did the thug thing. She rolled up with her friends.
Oh, wow.
Dressed in the same outfit as her friends and rolled up to the party with rice.
Wow.
She brought the rice.
She brought rice. She dropped the rice in front of them.
Yeah.
Here's your gift.
Yeah.
Oh, how do they say?
She's a real woman,
yeah,
though.
she
That's
was
a real, like,
congratulations,
chick thing to do.
congratulations on the kids.
Yeah.
All of that.
With my husband.
Here's the rice. Yeah,
Shout
with my
out to you.
husband. She came in with her girls. They danced on that dance floor.
Are you
Everything.
for real?
I'm telling you, my mom was telling me
Dammy's a boss.
You know what my mom's like.
I love your
Petty.
mom. Yeah,
Petty.
Dammy's a boss.
So she did all of that. She danced everything and she left.
That's crazy.
My dad didn't show up.
Yeah, that's
He did not show up.
So do you want, the question is, do you want to meet your brother? Are you going to meet him?
I would like to meet him.
So what's holding you back? Like,
My dad doesn't even talk to him. Let me put the tea all the way out.
wow.
We're getting all of Dammy's family tea.
So
You
that's
need
what I'm
some
saying.
bombs, like,
That's not the type of sound effects you need.
Yeah,
So
like some
stuff
bombs.
stuff like this, it really happens so often
I mean,
that it really affects everybody.
if we're talking about it, my father.
No, don't. I don't want to hear anything about your father. I can't do it. I can't listen.
So if you're listening, Tora is actually a family friend.
I wasn't there. I was not.
If we're really, I have two half siblings.
No,
You didn't know? Okay, I've got two half siblings, a younger sister and a younger brother.
How old are they?
I believe my younger sister is 14.
Wow.
I don't know how old the son is, the boy is. Maybe 11 or so.
Oh, wow. They're young.
They're quite young. They're quite young in comparison to my younger sister.
Yeah,
and I.
they're young.
And I've met them twice. Altogether, I've met them.
that's-
Yes, no, I've met them
Who
twice.
hooked that up? Was it your dad or did you?
My dad. It was like
Okay.
my dad is
He did that
very.
thing like, oh, by the way, here they are.
He did that once.
Your siblings are here.
Your siblings are here. Oh, meet your sister and brother. I was like, huh? I don't have what? My
Who are
sister's
you?
in Dublin. What? Like who? So, the first time it was definitely like my dad hooking it up, but then the second time I actually ran into his daughter by accident. Like we were both at my dad's place, and she happened to come around, and I was like, oh. Hi.
Yeah.
There's always like a moment of like, do I hug you? Do I side
Like,
hug
what do
you?
I
Like,
do?
Like, what do I do? Like, we share blood, but like,
but at the same time,
you're like the physical evidence of
Oh,
my
yeah,
father's
of
infidelity
So
exactly.
towards
And
my
my
mom.
mother's
thing.
pain.
Yes.
So how am I supposed to feel towards you as a child?
Yeah.
Being innocent, being born into the situation, however, being a visual representation of the breakdown of my own parents' marriage. Like, wow.
So
was
that's my thing. Like, at the beginning of the show, Dammy, you said about, the effect that it has on the children.
Yeah.
So my issue is like not necessarily the whole polygamous thing or cheating or whatever the situation may be as to why a child is created out of wedlock. Right. My issue is what happens thereafter. And I feel like a lot of parents, and when I say parents, I mean the father, because it is his responsibility, because he's the one that's going out seeding and spreading his seeds everywhere. I feel like, it's the parents' obligation to bring those children together. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lie, I feel some type of way that I have brothers and sisters that I'm
That you
not
don't know
close
about.
to,
Yeah.
like I am with
So you
my...
would like to be close to your half brother?
Of course, because to me, there's no such thing as half brother or sister. You're my blood.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you understand? So that even the whole concept and the mentality of, oh, you're now half of me, it doesn't make sense to me, and I feel like that's where a lot of men fail. I feel like a lot of children pay for their parents' mistakes. And that's not how it should be. As a man, I feel like, all right, if you're going to go out and make a mistake, rectify that mistake. Don't let your child own it. Don't let your child pay for that mistake. Because why is it a man can go out and cheat and have kids and like the grandma will go and go to the naming ceremony and people will cover it up.
And everyone will cover
but
it
if
up.
it was a woman, on the other hand, all of a sudden she's a hoe. She's
Throw
this.
her out of the
Throw
house.
her out
She's a
of-
holler.
Take the
house
children.
alone.
Yes.
Take the house, take the children.
Yeah.
Like, really? That's what's going on right
Literally.
now.
And I feel like men, like, they do this thing where it's like anything but the truth.
Oh,
Find Find a million ways to lie. And if, it's even trickled down into music. Find a million ways to lie.
100%.
I'm actually going to play a song that reminds me of that.
What's the song?
Trey Songz, Smartphones. Have you ever listened to the actual lyrics
that
of the
song before?
He's literally like, he's cheating and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say whatever it takes.
Listen, Trey Songz has done albums about cheating. What about that song, Let's Make Love for the Last Time?
Literally.
That's all he talks
about. That's what I'm saying. Like,
don't mind him.
Men are literally, if you listen to the lyrics of this song.
Listen to the lyrics.
And just get what we're getting when you hear this.
Okay.
Hot 93.3.
You hear the actual lyrics of that song this time? Did you hear it?
Sit right there
and lie right to her face. That's exactly what he said. He goes, I don't know what I'm going to say.
I don't know what I'm going to
but I'm going to say whatever it takes.
Because smartphones don't cheat. The people behind them do. And that really, really leads us right back to today's topic, which, of course, is married single men. Now, okay, I don't want it to seem like this is a bashing session for men. Because, okay, men, yes, do it too. That's fair to say. But a recent study that was actually conducted by Durex actually says that Nigerian women are some of the most promiscuous women in the whole wide world.
Hey,
really?
Don't let the Nigerian men hear that. So that's their excuse.
We have to talk about it. We cannot just bash the men.
That's their new excuse.
Without talking about the women. Let's talk about it.
You know what? Before we go on, I know there's plenty of you men there boiling, listening, trying to join in on the conversation. So you can give us a call.
Yes, we actually want to hear from you. You can give us a call
at 081-824-26591. Our phone lines are on. You can give us a call.
They're on.
Let us know what you think about what Bibi just said. Repeat it, because I'm sure they were like, hey.
Just in case you didn't hear me the first time, I want to repeat myself. There was a recent study conducted by Durex. And in this study, it said that Nigerian women are some of the most promiscuous women in the whole wide world.
I'm sure men are like,
world.
I knew it. I knew it. That's what I was thinking.
Whole wide world.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, that doesn't go to say that Nigerian men too, they don't have their own scoring. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Nigerian men have their own scoring.
Y'all know about that.
The reason why Dami and I decided to even talk about this topic today is because of a conversation that we were having. Basically, before I came to Nigeria this time, I was in Nigeria about 2 years ago.
Oh, wait, before you delve into that story, okay? We got another special guest in the building.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, another special guest decided to stop by. She was supposed to be here last week, but we'll forgive her. Okay?
Thank you.
It's DJ Tigers.
Yo,
hey,
what's good?
Welcome. We're going to give you a little applause.
What's good?
Hey.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
You're looking scrumptious.
Thank you. I just want to say sorry for last week, guys. Lagos took out my tire. And as a strong, independent black woman, I changed it myself.
Oh, you did?
I changed it myself. But it was so traumatic, I went home.
It's okay. I hear now.
If I had to change a tire myself, I think I'd
would
probably
just
cry.
compost.
I spontaneously
You don't have to change the tire yourself.
I don't.
Listen, I feel like every woman in life should know if you drive.
You know what? We should
please,
learn
I beg, know how to change your tire.
Change our fuse boxes or whatever it's called.
Change bulbs. To change your tire.
I'm usually quite a hands-on woman, but just changing that tire something.
Learn, because you could be in a sticky situation where you need to change your tire.
I've heard of it's not I've heard. My mum has told me horror stories of drivers being like, you know what? I'm tired of you. I'm leaving you.
Hey.
I'm going to leave you with your key. And so I just you have to know how to do your own thing in this space.
Absolutely. 100%. So thank you for joining us in the studio today.
Thanks for having me.
You are very welcome. We are talking about married single men. Now,
oh, girl, I know what you're talking about.
Let's all talk about this. I want to bring forth a question to the panel, ladies.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. So, we are all women in this room. We are all beautiful, strong, independent Nigerian women in this room.
Yes.
Have we, each and every one of you, have you ever had an encounter with a married man?
Can we define encounter?
Okay, so
I'm just gonna be real.
Can we define?
For some odd reason, they always talk to me, and it's just annoying because I'm allergic to married, and I keep telling you I'm allergic to married, but honestly, it's just like they're there and they just seem to talk to me. And so now what I find in Nigeria is the first thing I have to ask is, are you married?
No, but that one is
that's standard though.
No.
They lie. They lie. Okay,
I
no.
look at the ring finger.
There's the girl.
No, because the ring finger has a mark.
I feel like I know all the tricks of the trade of married men.
Enlighten us.
Not because I've been involved, Edjo, please. Not because of that. But I'm a DJ. I work in the clubs. I see all the nonsense. I see all the trash. I see. But what I will have to say is the study you mentioned earlier. Completely agree.
100% that Nigerian women are some of the most promiscuous women in the whole world.
Why do you think so?
Why? Because, okay,
who made this study?
T-Guards,
based on what? Like, why?
Okay, all right, cool. Let me give you an example. This just happened yesterday. I finished DJing, came to sit at the table with my guys. One of my guys was spraying money. Like, whilst I was DJing, he was spraying money. Like he was just, when guys have ginger, they just want to overdo and underdo and let do you get? That's what he was doing. Cool. Okay. So he's spraying money. So one girl now comes up to him, big bum, and she says, "Oh, I've seen you spraying other people money. Can I dance for you so you spray me?" So I was like,
That's what you're doing, sister? That's what we doing now?
So I know he has a girl. He's not married, but he has a girl.
Right.
So even he was like, you're asking to no. He was like, I bet, go through.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What happened?
If you see the way this girl was dancing, like there's a dance like girls in Lagos do. I call it vibrating. Because you lot,
she was trying to collect.
You lot
she
are
was
shaking
collecting
everything. You're shaking what your mum and your dad gave you.
Wow.
You're shaking everything. No, you're shaking everything at this point. And he stopped her and he was like, yo, like, what if I was married? He was like, it doesn't matter. Should be your wife isn't here. I said, yeah. I said, that's why you people do it. Do you know what? Let me tell you something. This is facts. This is facts coming from the book of T-Garbs, yeah? Facts coming from the book of T-Garbs, yeah?
Okay.
If there weren't women allowing married single men to be married single men, there would be no married single men on this planet.
However,
which women though? Because my thing is this.
Wow.
No, wait. Hold on, babes.
Let me do it.
Skirt.
My thing is this, right? My thing is this, right? Which babes are you talking about? Because, for example, like this girl. Now let's use this girl that she came to.
No, don't get me wrong. There are Lushas in the club.
My issue is not with the single girls. It's with the married men that are acting single. Like, if you are, I'm not, as a single girl, I am not the one in a commitment. I didn't make vows to God that I'm going to marry you and forever and ever and ever and whatever. All those mad vows. Right. You understand that? I also leave. They're mad. Because, let me tell you why they're mad. They're unrealistic.
Taurus vows are gonna be like, you know what? They're unrealistic. Man will love you in health and in health, in richness and in richness.
For richer or richer.
I'm not even gonna do those vows when I get married. Those like traditional vows. I'm gonna do my own vows. Because you know, to me, I feel that goes without saying. Like, love is love at the end of the day.
100%.
You understand? And like, if I love you, no homo, but if I love you, then I'm gonna love you regardless, whether you're right, whether you're wrong, whether I'm gonna back you till the end. That's real love. That goes without saying. Do you understand? Anyway, back to the point now. These guys, the issue is not with the. Obviously, yes, there's temptation. I agree. But as a man, you should have self-control and discipline. As a married man. As a married man. So that guy that your example of your story, he should have been like, what? You know, toss off. Like, keep it moving. What are you talking about?
I've got a plot twist.
What's the plot twist?
Are you ready? Is everybody gang?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What about a single woman approaches a married man? He says, hey man, I find you attractive. He says, hey single lady, I'm married. And she said, I don't care, baby, let's do this.
You know what?
Still keep it pushing.
What
You're really shaking the table.
Check what your mama gave you.
You're shaking the table.
Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing.
Vibrating.
Keep it pushing.
Wow. Okay, so a single woman approaches a married man and she says, I don't care. Let's do it,
Do you
baby.
know how many times I've seen,
Listen, keep
But
it
you know
pushing.
what? Let me tell you something else. That married man shouldn't have been in the club at that time of the night.
No, you should. You can be in the
Come to
club.
the club with your babe.
It's like saying,
let me ask you a question. When you're married,
Me and my
your
babes are
girls-
going to the club.
No. And your girls are saying, babe, let's
let's
go.
roll.
So you're going to be that girl that brings
Your
your man to the club with a
Nobody's
table full, a table full of girls,
okay, I
a
get
table
that
full of
scenario.
girls, and your man is here like this.
Looking
I
like
get
one
that
bunga.
scenario.
No, but
listen.
can I say, I
get
feel
that
like we should
scenario,
be
but
raving
these married-
together.
Yeah, but these married
really
men
do.
are always in the club. Crossroads.
by themselves.
Jesus is Lord,
No.
Father.
Masba.
No. This is what you need to understand. Yeah, this is what you need to understand. There's like guys, this is such a multi-dimensional
It is
issue.
topic. It is.
Because the issue is also, believe it or not, greed and poverty.
I want you to
Greed
talk
and
about this
poverty.
further. I want you to elaborate
Elaborate.
on this.
Yeah,
this
poverty
thing
is a
was-
big
You are
issue.
really shaking tables.
No,
this,
she's bang
this
on
same
point.
issue I was talking about with my mum.
Mm.
Yeah, they're girls that they know that there are men out there that are looking for mistresses, and their own is just to play their part, and they'll get paid for their part.
It's
They're
their
essentially
job.
a job.
That's
Do you
right.
It's their
understand?
job. They're
fitting a
fulfilling their job.
description.
That's crazy.
You know
But
what?
they're playing their role.
I know there's bare people listening right now just being like, listen,
I need to
call
talk.
us.
We're
I mean,
making
we need to hear
some
from
people
you.
angry.
We need to hear
Please,
from
if
you.
you're a married single man,
Or just a single man.
No. I want to
No,
hear from a
married
married single man.
yeah.
I like talking to them because I've got a few people
Married.
I know that will say, yeah, they cheat on their wife, but it makes them feel bad, so they'll buy her bag, and it's
Who's
like,
the wife?
Oh my! No. The man will buy the wife a
A
bag.
bag because he cheated.
He's
Yeah.
mad.
He's
You know
very
what?
stupid.
Give us a call on 081.
It's not bag you'll be buying me if you cheat, so I'm just letting you know.
life.
Yeah, man.
future husband, you gonna
Yeah,
die
very
if you try
stupid.
it. FYI, by the way.
Yeah, very stupid.
Make sure you call in on 081-824-26591. 081-824-26591. I know you want to join in on this conversation. I know you are just like
Dying to talk. We want to hear.
we want to hear from
say.
you. Like,
Yeah.
what is happening here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Had your own.
Yeah. Gosh. Anyways, you know what I really want to delve into?
What?
That whole acceptance thing.
What
Yeah.
acceptance from who?
There was an Instagram video that Dami and I watched a few
Yes.
days back.
It was
And
this
then-
woman.
That Ghanaian radio presenter. She's
that's
very
you.
stupid.
Yes.
Don't mind her.
I missed it, guys.
Wait, guys, can we just say
stupid.
I just want to put a question out there. Are we all we all agree that if a man cheats with, he's done here?
It's finished.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
we
no,
have
no,
a
this-
weak link among us.
Let me tell you why I'm the weakest link. I will hold my hand up and say I'm the weakest link, right? Because it really depends. Every situation is different. You don't know how you're gonna deal with a situation once you're in it. So I'm gonna say I'll be like, what if my man cheats? I'm gonna do Angela Bassett, burn the house down. Are you mad? Yeah, but then it depends. Like
When it
everyone's
comes down-
different.
Right.
Do you know, some people have been in a relationship for 18 years. They've never worked a day in their life. That person has been their sole provider. That person might even be a level of mental and emotional abuse.
Okay.
Do you understand? There's different layers to this stuff. So until you're in that situation, but as a person, that's single, free and single, not in that situation, in the right sane of mind, I've not been affected by love or anything like
Right.
that. I would say no, I wouldn't
You're
want to
not
be
gonna-
in a situation where a man is cheating on me. But
Which is fair. Now,
shit
did
happens.
some research. And
It happens.
there are some excuses that men give for cheating. These are the top 5 excuses. apparently,
I'm tired.
that men give for cheating. Okay, you ready? Number 1.
Let's
It
hear
was the devil.
That's a Nigerian
That's straight out of
thing.
It's not
Nollywood.
me,
That's
it was the
Africa.
devil's work.
That's straight out of Nollywood.
That's not in the Western world. No one would say that in the
That's straight
Western
out
world.
of Nollywood, boy.
Mate,
That's Africa.
no, it was not the devil. It was you, sir. You planned and executed it all by yourself. So please
Don't
pause and park
listen.
that theory.
The devil already has a bad rep. Yeah?
Don't join
Don't
to it.
go and add to it. Please, on your own. On your own stuff. She'll get it.
Second excuse. I don't know what came over me.
You're very mad.
I'll
People
tell you
like
what.
that, yeah. No.
Bruv.
People like that, yeah. When I say you're very mad, yeah, I'm not even talking about. I'm just using expression to say you're very mad. There's a mental. There's a mental
issues.
You have
because
an
they have
issue.
they can't correlate what happened
Wow.
at the time. They're mad.
You didn't. No one drugged you.
Nope.
You know
I
what
just
drugged
don't
you.
know what happened.
You didn't drink.
You know what I
excuse.
really hate about that? There's steps to everything, right? Men always say, "Oh, it just happened."
It didn't just
No,
happen. When
listen.
she was rubbing your leg in the club, you didn't say, "Excuse me,
You
madam."
didn't say stop.
You didn't say,
even,
madam.
Before she even got to rubbing your leg, you saw her in the corner of your eye. You didn't turn your eye. You didn't close your eyes. You didn't turn away.
You didn't say,
You
"Father,
let her
give me
walk up to
strength."
you.
Looking,
Kele,
you're
kele.
smiling,
You
you're
smiled.
doing
No, you
big
said hello.
boy.
You said hello.
No,
You
you
introduced
might have even
yourself.
called them to come to the table.
You know,
She
come
gets-
and drink our champagne, our champagne. Come and drink it.
Acne, you know.
Come and drink our champagne and come and live your best life.
Honestly.
And then the girl will sit beside you. That's a step. Okay, you talking, that's a step. You are whispering in her ear, that's a step.
Yeah,
You told her
laughing,
your
Why
chair,
I
Showing
love
all your
listen.
You took
This
her home.
is
That's a
why
step.
I love men with an attitude. I don't like friendly men. The last guy I was talking to, I stopped talking to you. Why? Because you're friendly.
You be talking
Why?
to everybody's
Everybody,
getting hugs.
listen.
Everybody should get a
I have a
hug, man.
purpose and a reason in the club. If I step into the club,
There's a reason.
they know I'm
what
paid.
was the reason, sis?
I'm paid to be there. I'm a
Booked and
DJ.
busy.
I'm a
Booked and
DJ.
busy.
So if people are doing, hey, T-girls, what's up? There's a reason. Uncle, 20 women have walked up to you and said, oh my,
How are you?
What if he's just popular?
What if he's just buff? He's just
What
a
if he's
fine
good
boy.
looking?
that's
What if
your
he's a-
personal problem.
what
Have
if
an
he's
attitude.
What if he's genuinely a friendly person?
Yeah.
What happens then?
I don't know. I
You say hi
I don't
from
like
afar.
a friendly
That's why I
guy.
don't like a friendly guy.
Yeah.
Wow. I like my dudes that have attitude. Be standoffish. Be stush. Be
Nobody wants somebody
unapproachable.
that wants everybody.
I have a question, right? Before we go on a little break, quick question. What would, if your man cheated on you, like, okay, husband.
God forbid.
Okay,
There
I'm
is
talking-
fire
on the
Nobody seems to be on the
I
run.
haven't even finished my question, though.
There is fire on the mountain.
God forbid bad
Would
things.
you
No
cheat
one
back?
is around.
Would you cheat back?
Would you
Oh.
cheat back?
No, because I'm not I
A
wanted to
harlot.
swear.
Wow.
Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out with the full. We'll break down the answers when we come back. Okay, we got Keisha Cole with "I Should Have Cheated."
Hot 93.3.
I should have cheated. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I
know?
didn't.
You know?
Oh, okay,
Whose voice
vocals.
is that?
Oh, shit.
Who's that?
Ah.
DJ the girl.
Oh, no. See, the Diva doesn't have pipes like that. too.
Okay, me too. Okay, you ready for me to sing?
No. We don't want you.
Wow,
That's
guys.
nice.
We don't want you singing. I
So,
thought you were doing DJ. Now is you were doing
I'm a
rapping
rapper,
now.
singer, DJ extraordinaire.
Wow.
I got
Jesus.
bars.
She
I'm
has-
the next John Mayer.
Don't believe her.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's that bad.
Okie
You guys
dokie.
get to leave. I'm stuck with her.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm stuck with her.
So in case you're just tuning in, we are the Ladies Lounge. I am BB Ray, your favorite ray of sunshine, and I'm joined with my fave, Dami.
Okay.
Okay.
Echo.
In the studio, we have the one, the only.
We have a caller.
We have a caller. No, we have T-Guard and Tora in the studio with us, and we have a
Yay.
caller.
Okay.
Let's go. Line 1. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh, you gotta turn down your
Ooh,
set.
bye.
You
But
gotta
call
turn
us
it.
back. Turn
Yeah,
on
make
your
sure you
radio.
call us.
back because
Turn down your radio all the way,
Say.
and then give us a call.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're just joining back in with us, we're the Ladies Lounge, and today our topic of the day is married single men. Yes, that's right. We said it. Married, single, and still session.
God forbid. Ah, God.
Searching.
Do you know what irritates me about this situation?
What?
Do you know how much a wedding is nowadays?
Hey,
Do you know how much a wedding
I
is?
just
Not
came back
to
from
talk
a wedding
of,
in Ibadan.
not even to talk less
There was
of.
over 1,000 people there.
are you for real?
Yeah.
Do you know how much a wedding is? And then you'll now be doing, I'm single and searching out.
Wow.
Right.
After your wedding.
You've put down
you
for
know,
a mortgage. You
It's
not pay
bloody-
rent.
It's really, really crazy. So I did some research, guys. You know, I have to hit you with the
Yeah,
stats.
you
and
already
facts.
say
Facts.
research.
Can't just
Fact,
chat
no
saying
cap.
ish out here.
So believe it or not, Nigeria actually has a very, very low divorce rate.
I know.
Of course it is,
people are
because
ashamed.
there's plenty aunties saying,
Suffer.
Because
You
we're
must
hypocrites.
Suffer. Yes, suffer.
Everybody
We're
is
hypocrites. Especially Yoruba culture. It's so annoying.
100%.
Absolutely.
Suffering on
Even
your
Igbo
head.
culture. It's so annoying. Just
100%.
Nigerian
Do
culture
you know what? Yeah,
is just
sorry.
annoying.
This is. Some people might hate me, but it's a fact. Nigeria is a country that promotes suffering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you
Promote
hear
suffering.
Fela suffering and smiling?
That
He
whole-
made a whole song about
No, it
it.
promotes
A whole song.
Like
Yes.
the promotion Nigeria
That
is like
quote is like Kwame Silema,
promotional.
Kwame Sita.
Yeah.
Oh
The
my
whole
God, I
song.
hate that thing.
For the non-Yoruba speakers, kill me inside. Don't kill
Yeah.
me outside.
Basically, mess up on me. Just don't let anybody know.
Do you know
about
what's
it.
really sad about our culture is like, you know, as if a man, and I feel like this is more of an old school mentality. I pray it's an old school mentality and it's
not,
fizzled
you know.
out
It probably
in the
isn't, but
new
carry on.
school.
No, it's
But
just adapted evolution.
if you
Yes.
go-
We're finding better
if
ways
you
to
go
hide
home,
and conceal it.
if you go home and you're like, oh, my man is cheating on me, I want to leave him. They'll be like, are you
leave your
okay? Are you okay?
home.
Are you mad?
Don't leave your
Are you
matrimonial-
stupid?
do you know what they do?
Are you stupid?
Hello? I think we have a caller. Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good evening. How are you doing? I'm good.
What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Michael.
Hi,
Okay.
Michael.
Michael,
Where are you calling from?
Michael,
Do you want to fight
before
my
you
money?
start, no, I'm just giving him a warning. Before you start, just know you're walking into the lion's den. So
Don't worry.
choose
Michael,
your
don't worry,
words
you're okay.
carefully.
Don't worry,
Don't worry, Michael.
Choose your
You
words
don't have to
carefully.
scare me. I'm not scared.
Mike Tyson, show them.
Let us know what's
How you
going
doing?
on.
How's
What
the
do you want to
day?
tell
We're
us?
Yeah,
good.
good,
Thanks. What do you
good.
want to tell
How
us,
was
Michael?
yours?
Yeah, I actually really want to make contributions.
Okay.
I've had all because I was actually driving home when I had everything you said.
Okay.
Well, for a start, I'm into real estate, and aside from that, I'm also a taxify driver.
Okay.
Are you married?
So you-
Multiple hustles.
Hustling.
Are you married?
Are you married and
yes, I'm
single?
married.
You're
Are
married.
you married and
No, no,
single
no.
or
Are you
just
single?
married?
Well, I'm actually married.
Okay.
Are you
I'm not
single?
single. I'm
Okay,
not
very
single.
good.
Okay,
Well
we
done.
thank God.
Well,
you
no,
married,
well,
huh?
I've had a lot you said, talking about men who couldn't control themselves or who don't have what's it called, the ability to control themselves. But being a taxify driver, I've had series of people gisting, you understand? They-
Tell us.
Give us
Jesus.
satisfy with
Let
it.
him
Shelly
go.
gang
Hold
gang.
on, let me talk.
Let
Hold
him
on.
talk. Let's
See,
go.
okay, let me just give you an instance. Last, I think over the weekend, I was at it should be Radisson Blue or yeah. So
Okay.
I got a request from there.
From
Okay.
the
When I got
hotel.
there, I picked two ladies,
Okay.
and when I was about when we were about starting the trip, the lady asked me to stop to wait.
Okay.
Because they saw somebody, there's a jeep behind us, and then the lady was like, "Oh, you know what? I don't have the doors. What are you going to do?" He said, "Don't worry, just give me a pen." He said, "Driver, give me a pen." I said, "Hold on, excuse me." So he said, I handed the pen over to her. Then she asked for a paper. I said, "I don't have that. I'm sorry." Then from my car, she took a paper, and then she wrote their numbers.
Okay.
Wow.
And you know what she did?
She put it
She
by
went
the
to meet the
window.
man. Hold on. She went straight ahead to the man, tapped at the window. The man went down, and he said, she gave it to the man and said, "Look, I just don't know how I'm feeling about you. I love your look."
She loves his car.
Oh, we lost Michael.
Airtime.
Michael, what the story was just
It was
getting
getting juicy.
interesting.
Juicy.
So
But you know what?
basically-
No, but this goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's poverty and greed that does a lot of women that go after married men willingly. Because a lot of women, they want all the perks and like a lot of women that go after married men, they want all the perks and benefits of girlfriend
They don't
without
want the
girlfriend stress or
commitment.
headache.
Yeah, they don't want the commitment.
Wowza.
It's true.
And can have, for them, multiple
But hey,
streams of
yeah.
income.
But hey, again, I go back to, the guy that is married. He's the one that made the commitment.
Yeah.
So I feel like, a man should basically have discipline, not to, but there's men that really actually, that is what they do. They invest in, these side chicks, basically. And, it's kind of nuts because there's some side chicks that are making serious dough out here, you know.
Listen, I feel like there's
serious
levels
money
to side chicks as well.
There's levels. There's plenty levels.
I know some side chicks that have built houses, not house.
Babe.
Houses.
Babe. Forget houses.
Understand?
There's side chicks that own oil rigs.
Hey, you know it's true.
No, it's really real.
I actually know one, yeah.
There's side chicks that own like serious investments out here that you will just think,
like,
yeah, suffering in Lagos. That's what you're gonna think is happening
and
to
that's
you.
what pulls a lot of like these young girls into that world. Because I blame the men, I blame the women, but there are a lot of women essentially going into this lifestyle as a job. Like they are going to the club, and when they go to the club, they're going to find
sugar daddies.
They're going to find a sugar daddy.
It's a vicious cycle. But
hey,
supply and demand, babes.
With that, guys, do you think that the lack of conversation around this topic is what is contributing to this?
Yes and no. I feel like everyone in Nigeria... let me put it like this. I know girls who aren't Nigerian, who don't have friends in Nigeria, who don't have anything to do with Nigeria. And let's be honest, outside Christmas and maybe summer... Nigeria is not a tourist destination. But Nigeria isn't Ghana, but they're here staying at the Wheat Baker, staying at the Radisson, staying at the top hotels, going to the top places in Lagos. And it's like, okay, where is the connection? But because I know where you're coming from, baby girl, like I actually know where you're coming from. Maybe you went to my uni, we came up from the same area. I know what you're doing here. You don't have to tell me what you're doing here.
Those Instagram baddies that you see
we both
randomly
know what you're doing here. So it's shameful, but it's not. People, I feel the reason that people still do it is because the girls that are making like real money from it, it's like they're not suffering. Yeah. So to a certain degree, people are doing the quote unquote you can't knock their hustle type of thing. But morally, it's wrong. Do you understand? And because like Nigeria, way back, our ancestors, we were polygamous. There are people with 8, 9, 10 wives.
Yeah, but I feel polygamy is like there's a thin line between polygamy and just being a cheating scumbag.
No, this is the thing.
Because
if I didn't agree to polygamy, uncle, you are cheating. You're not
that's what I'm saying.
You're not looking for another wife.
A polygamous household is somewhere where it's agreed upon, it's communicated,
we have to know
everybody's all in it together. But there's some people that are polygamous by themselves. I feel like my dad was one of them. I feel like he was someone that was polygamous by himself. Yeah. And I don't really feel like my mum agreed to it, but at some point she had to accept it because that's just the type of guy that he was.
And you know what, that whole thing where boys will be boys.
Boys will not be. I hate that will not be a boy.
I hate that statement so much because we use it as an excuse, as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
And you know, like so many things, like, you know, men are, that's just the way men are. No, it's not.
It's not, you know.
It's not in your anatomy to be a cheater.
Yeah.
It's not.
Let's talk about this, guys. I have a question to ask you. Do you guys think that love is cursed by monogamy? Do you think that as human beings, we are supposed to be monogamous in nature? Now, let's talk about it.
I feel like
it's as if it's honestly as if something's doing you.
I don't feel like
it's like
what kind of question is that?
Cursed by monogamy.
Kanye West lyric is love is cursed by monogamy.
Some bipolar lyric. I don't feel it's cursed by monogamy. I feel it's cursed by achievable, like high expectations, basically.
Unattainable
expectations. Unattainable expectations. I just feel like it's not even unobtainable. Like if I'm going into a situation with you as a person, as expectations, I feel like any expectation I have from you, like I've just met you now, any expectation I have from you is going to be far-fetched because I don't really know you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't it's like driving, right? You go out on the road, you're a driver, you're cool, you know what you're going to do, but you kind of have to preempt what other people are going to do. You have to protect yourself accordingly because, and let's face it, if we're talking about Nigerian territory, people drive mad, just like everything else they do. So you kind of, it's like, why have these expectations of people and you really don't know what they're going to do? You kind of just have to deal with people accordingly as they come. And like I said, it boils down to, for me, true love is not necessarily, oh, you make me feel butterflies and stuff like that. It's being able to roll through the good times and the bad times. Yeah. That person when they're at their worst, that person when they're at their best, that person when they're at their, you know, when they're just wrong, flat out wrong. Like, so I could do something right now and you're going to be like, BB, you'll be like, Auntie Tori, you were like so wrong to do that. Do you understand? Or I could be like, BB, you were so wrong to do that, but I'm still going to love you regardless. Like, you're still going to be my little niece. Do you know what I mean? That's never going to change.
Yeah.
So.
But that thing though, like, let me not generalize because Jasper will kill me. Okay. That whole, some men have it in their minds that a woman can't even tell you you're doing wrong. So that
because they're mad.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like madness is my go-to.
How dare you tell me that I am doing something
people
wrong?
are mad. You're right, babe.
You need to know the type of man you're marrying.
Absolutely.
So people lie. People lie about who they are. And let's
you
not
can't
forget,
lie forever.
there are outside factors that also can affect a marriage, e.g. family. Let us not forget how important family can be and how influential family figures can be. You marry a good man, not from a great family. Father is a lying, cheating scoundrel. Mother is a pacifist. She just accepts it. Even if your man is a good man at one stage with his father constantly beating on him, you need to find a mistress. Find another way.
She's not having sons.
She's not
Find
having
another
sons.
woman.
She's not sons. Thank you,
gay.
because apparently female children are illegitimate.
Yeah, but then as far as I'm concerned, as a man, if you let your family influence you, if you let anyone influence you,
you're spineless.
Mad.
You're spineless.
You're not really.
You're a coward.
I'm sorry.
You're dead to
You're
me.
spineless
Like,
for sure.
You're not a real G, a real NN.
Guys,
you know?
join in on the conversation. Please call us on 081-824-26591. I want to hear from females, okay?
Yes.
I know our boys. Yes, we love you calling us as well. I love it. But I want to hear from the ladies, okay? Have you been cheated on by your husband? If you want to remain anonymous, you can still call us and let us know, okay? I want to hear from you. Have you ever been the mistress? Have you ever been the wife?
Or the unknowing mistress.
Unknowing mistress. Being a mistress and you didn't know. I think everyone in this room has probably been a mistress.
I haven't,
and we didn't know it.
I haven't, you know.
Really?
I can say it with my chest. I can say it with my chest.
You've never been a mistress.
No, because
Even
the level
unknowing
of madness I have
is another level. Are you mad?
But I
or are
mean,
you
not
mad?
necessarily mistress, like as in
maybe you're talking to someone
like
that you
someone
don't.
who's in a relationship
Or engaged.
No.
You've never actually
Ever.
accidentally.
Do you know
spoke
what?
to
Let me
somebody
tell you
who's-
Are you
something.
sure? Maybe you don't even know.
No. I know. Because this is the thing, yeah. Me, I already don't have energy. You've seen the way I am around guys. I don't have energy for men. Do you understand?
That's right.
I feel, especially in this Lagos, like if you're making your own money, if you're kind of have like some sort of notability, people don't like to mess with you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They don't actually. They're a bit.
vouch for
They're a bit
100%.
scared.
Yeah,
They're a bit scared that
Yeah.
You become
they're
the boy
actually-
rather than a girl that they want.
You become one of the boys.
You become one of the
thank
boys.
you very much.
100%.
You see, before when I first got to Lagos, it was a situation where everybody like, oh, T, everyone's trying to hug me, put their arm around. If you see me now, I'm like, yo, what's good?
Homie,
I'm spudding.
Yeah.
We have handshake.
Yeah.
We're doing elbow touch. There
Remember,
was one
like whenever we're in the club, it's literally like they see us and then they like tell the girls, random
That
girls,
they're-
yeah, move.
Shift. What
Shift,
you guys want to
shift,
drink?
shift.
Yo, come over here.
Come over here.
and
Like, they
that's
put
the
us,
thing. Like, it's not like I feel like God. Sorry, ladies. F4. I'm not shaking table. I'm just telling the truth. If you're like one of like a girl that is like just there, there's a certain level of respect guys have for you. But if you're like
one of the bad
one of the boys,
Yeah, one of the
and
boys.
you have your own
They
thing going
respect
for
you
yourself.
so
because
much more. Let's
apart
not even
from
lie.
respecting you, they protect you.
That's
Because
true.
Absolutely.
I've been in situations where I've been like, he came through looking like a snack. Oh my god! And my boy is like, listen, if you look at him again, I will strangle you. Try me. No. Try me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in this Lagos, I have not had the opportunity, thank God, It's not an opportunity I want to date someone that is dating someone else. I haven't been in a love triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon.
Well, the blessing of anointment is with you, my child. Unfortunately, it wasn't always with me. This time that I've been in Lagos. And no, it wasn't. I met somebody at Christmas time last December, right?
Worst time to meet
I
men.
ain't gonna say no names. You know who you are.
Jesus.
We're actually quite cool now, but what had happened was when I met him, I didn't know he was married. This guy, tall, dark skin, Godiva chocolate, like he stood out. He stood out. I ain't even gonna lie.
You need to go for the short one. Chocolate. Why date short men? I said, hello. Them in the crowd.
I said, hello. Who are you? And he was like, hello, who are you? And like we spoke for about. It wasn't that long before I found out he was married. Maybe about. It couldn't have even been like 5 days. Do you understand? Wow. So it wasn't that long.
Oh, it was even good.
And it was kind of like he just tried to like throw it in in conversation. Like that's
no, you
I
have
like
to be
you,
like,
but I'm married. By
you
the
have
way,
to be like, no, oh yeah.
I was
so
like,
yesterday I was at dinner with my wife, and then my
something
two
like
kids.
that. Something, and funnily enough, he had just had a kid. Do you know what I mean? So I was like,
now.
Stop it.
And I believe the wife was away on maternity leave or something. So that's why
Very good. Very what?
That's why
Very
he was
good.
out and about.
Very good. Very good.
You know.
But you know, the force is strong with me, and God has always got my back. So that's why it didn't take longer than 5 days.
Do you know what scares me?
What?
Do you know what scares me? It's when high-profile men do it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Do you know how fear? Listen.
Oh, no,
do you know what?
Is there no
do you know what
fear
it
in your
is?
body?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, there was one guy that was trying to talk to me, and I know his wife.
Oh,
Like
no.
me. I'm from South London. If a girl try me, I'm feeling.
Hey,
I'm gonna throw some
South,
hands.
what part of South?
South London.
I'm Clapham. Where are you? Ricky.
If a
Two
girl
South
finna-
London
if a
girls,
girl-
2 Irish girls.
If a
Hey.
girl finna try me, I'm finna throw some hands. You understand? Listen, I said
We don't condone violence.
we don't. Listen, this
But
guy started
sometimes-
trying to talk to me. He started trying to talk to me. Do you know what I said to him? I said, please, apart from me not dating married men or talking to you people, I don't entertain you people. I tell you straight off the back, me Simbe, I'm not there. Your wife can beat me. As a result,
Oh yeah.
I don't want any smoke.
No, fine. I'm not about that life.
I don't want
I'm not about
I
that
don't want
life.
any of it, because all it will take is someone to say, "You've now sent me love hearts. Why are you sending T-Girls love hearts?"
Yeah.
What? Oh, what?
Roll up.
And then she
Yeah.
rolls up to one of my gigs. Me, I'm,
Yeah, the
Hey,
disgrace.
disgrace.
Yeah, I think it's
if she breaks the decks over my head, what will happen? I'm embarrassed. And I have 1 million BC on my head.
It will never happen. God forbid, it will
Okay.
never happen.
You know what? First, let's just take a little break real quick, okay? let's just simmer down,
Let's
all right?
relax.
But while we're taking a break, make sure you can still give us a call on 081-824-26591. I want to hear your opinions, okay? I want to know what you think about what we're talking about, ladies and men, okay? We've got TLC with no scrubs because we don't want none.
No scrubs.
We don't want
None.
We don't want
smoke.
Hot 93.3.
Sitting at the passenger side
of his best friend's side, trying to at me. Ew. Welcome back. I know you missed us already, okay? It is the Ladies Lounge with BB Ray and Dami, okay? And we are not alone.
We're not.
We got some beautiful ladies with us this evening.
Badass women with us here. We've got DJ T Garth. We've got Tora.
And Tora, presenter extraordinaire.
Producer.
Everything.
Everything join.
All together.
Everything join.
So if you're joining us for the first time, of course, we are the Ladies Lounge, and today we are talking about married single men. Mm-hmm. And, okay, so I think it's fair to say that apart from DJ T Girls, apparently,
No, facts.
factually,
Factual.
we've all had, like, maybe even if it's just a brief kind of, like, brush with a married single man. Now, I actually haven't had a brush with a married man. I've had a brush with an engaged man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still worst.
Still close.
Let me paint you guys a little picture.
It's still worst.
It's not the best. It's the worst.
It's still worst.
So basically, it was about 2 years ago. I was here for Lagos Fashion Week with Dami, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Our first solo trip together.
Our first trip together.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Was that the one that I met you at, that I interviewed you at?
No.
It was the one before.
That was, it was one before that.
So you've been coming since.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I was dipping in and out. I was like, maybe I could move here one day. Maybe. Here we are.
She did.
Yeah.
So basically, we met this guy at Lagos Fashion Week. Now, this handsome boy. Tall, dark, nice smile, nice.
It's always the
teeth.
way.
That's why I'm telling you again.
So annoying.
I can't
You
go
need
for a
to
short
go
man.
for
I'm
sure. It doesn't
5'11".
matter.
It's not happening.
It doesn't
I
matter.
cannot be looking down and be like, "Good morning, babe. How's the weather down
He'll
there?"
wear those Balenciaga shoes that add inches.
It's not even. That's not it. But anyway, met
Simon
him,
Cowell.
started talking to him. Everything was nice. I'm like, oh, this guy is really, really. He seems like a decent guy.
He's cute.
He's cute or whatever. And I wasn't really familiar with the way the lifestyle out here.
We didn't know.
So
You don't know. You don't know.
I wasn't
Better get with the
I wasn't
program.
experiencing it, guys. I wasn't experiencing it. So we're leaving the club next. We're getting into our Uber. This man decides to skip, past in his white Mercedes.
Oh,
He's
wow.
showing up, it's just your Uber. Let
Oh,
him
wow.
open the door. Obviously, he wanted to flex. But me, young, naive, I'm like, he has a
he's
nice
so
car.
sweet.
He's very well established. He's probably worked very hard for his money. So he
Hold on.
nice.
It was two of them.
It was two of them.
What-
So Dami had a suitor also.
Oh, wow.
They both rolled up in their cars
and they're
together,
they're
side
two
by side,
matching
like
merch,
that.
by the way. So the
And
other
we were
guy,
just thinking, is this love and hip hop?
Awful.
so they're both, like, oh, let me help you guys open your Uber door, this, that, and the other. Okay, cool.
Gentlemanly.
So, gentlemanly, gentility, Shoma. So basically, so we keep on talking, texting, we're hanging out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I actually left Nigeria in October, came back the following, that December, a few months later. We kept on talking, FaceTiming, all of that. Now, when I met him, the first thing that I asked him is, are you married? Engaged? Married? Engaged?
or
In a
single.
relationship?
All of the
Situationship?
Does your
Children.
girlfriend know
Is there
that
a
you are her
woman? Is
boyfriend?
there a
Guys
woman
thinks
that
they're
thinks
romantically inclined with
that
you
thinks
somewhere?
you're your
Ask all of these
girlfriend?
This
questions.
man was like, no, come on, I'm not married. I will marry one day. So I'm thinking, okay, it's one day.
One day to me.
One day.
One day to
Maybe.
In
Yeah.
the future. So he's like, yeah, I'll marry. My mom wants me to marry. I'll marry one day. Guys, came back in December, hung out with him a few times. Why did one of my friends send me a screenshot of Bella Naija?
Oh, that's nice.
On
Yeah.
Bella
Yeah.
Naija, I see a wedding hashtag. I'm like,
yeah.
it's
Let's
a
click
side
this
profile.
hashtag.
I'm like, what is going on
Yeah.
here? So my friend sent it to me. She's like, isn't that your dude? I was like, nah. It does. I mean, okay, maybe
No,
it looks
he's
like
just
him
doing
from the
photo
side.
shoots.
He's just, he models from
He's
time to time.
modeling,
Cool
yeah.
stuff.
Could be, might not be.
So-
The group chat was on fire that night.
It was on fire. So basically, guys, I pre'd the hashtag.
It was him.
Entire wedding.
The
And I'm
whole
telling you, you guys have seen the picture before.
Introduction.
I promise
tell you something.
it was
Brad.
trending on Bella Naija.
It
I
was
promise
trending.
you, it was a Yoruba
It was
thing.
a
Instagram.
hot wedding.
It was.
So
it was
did
the
you
hashtag
speak?
picture
Did you
was
speak to
so
him
hot.
after the trending of the
See, I
hashtag?
saw the hashtag. I clicked onto it, confirmed it was him. Saw his beautiful wife. I'm like, wow, men are scum.
Yeah.
So you know what I did? I said, oh, congratulations on your wedding, BTW. Do you know what this man said back to me?
What wedding?
No, he didn't even have the decency to lie after that. He said, thanks.
Thanks. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout
Brother
out.
Shaggy's voice.
My guy
Ooh.
said, he didn't even say thanks. He said T.
thank you.
NX.
Thanks.
Oh,
Brother
my God.
Shaggy's voice.
yeah.
I
Thanks
honestly-
to link him and Drake some
From
up,
that
to be
moment, I
honest.
had to just collect my L. Do you know why? I thought that when you ask a man outrightly, are you married, engaged, in a
They're gonna
relationship?
be
They're
honest.
gonna at least be
Yeah.
honest. They're not gonna
No.
deny their wives.
Let me
No.
tell
You know?
you something.
Like Nigerian crazy.
Nigerian men will be
Nigerian
married.
men will look at you and say,
Yeah.
I'm not married, it's you I want to marry.
No. Let me tell you the
I want
type
to
of
carry you on
Nigerian
top of my
guy.
head.
The type of Nigerian guy that will say who we would have been married for like 10 years,
Yikes.
No,
have
it's
like
the older
3
one.
kids,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, I'm single. No,
That's
those
what
are the
I'm saying,
guys.
single
Do you know
married.
what I find? Do
I
you know
am
what
single.
I find, yeah? The ones that are like 35, 36 and below that are married, yeah? Let's even say 40
quite-
and below
Yeah.
that are married, right? They're the ones, from what I've like seen, that go around saying, no, they're not married, they're single, da 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 da. But like the OGs,
They've
the
already
ones that
been
have
like, my
no,
wife.
no, not just the OGs that have money, there's a difference. You can be old and you don't have money. 100%. But the OGs that have money,
you can be old and don't have G's, basically.
Honestly, they'll be like, yeah, so I had this girlfriend and I had to leave her because
of my wife.
She was annoying my wife.
Yeah.
One of the owners of a club I went to, he was saying, we went to dinner before, like a group of us went to dinner before, and he was having this conversation with one of his guys, and I was like, no. I said,
I didn't hear that.
I said, clean my ears. He now said, so now the girl I'm seeing, at least that one, she's always doing Instagram, but at least that one, she's not trying to come to my house. My wife doesn't know. I'll be happy with that one for now.
Because the mentality is, so we were talking about this like conforming and the mentality, right? Mm-hmm. So the mentality is like, if your husband is cheating on you, it's not a big deal. In fact, you go and tell your family, my friend, go back home. Are you mad?
Isn't it small cheating? Want to leave. Small cheating, you want to leave.
But if your husband is like, let's say for example, he's not taking care of you, he's not paying school fees,
that one is a bigger crime. He's not a man.
He's not a man. Do you understand? So that's why the men with high status. In fact, in Nigeria, if you're a man and you're doing very well for yourself, like you're well to do. If you don't if you don't have a girlfriend on the side, you are nobody. What are you doing
wrong with you?
What are you doing?
And why?
What are you doing with yourself?
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, let's forget the men for a second, because I think we've talked about them.
Yeah,
enough,
I think we've
right?
done them. I feel like we sound like a bit.
So enough men bashing for one day.
I really want to. Yes, I want to talk to our aunties out there.
Listen. Mummies and dad. No, mummies and aunties. Yeah. You people may have suffered, but don't let your children suffer. Because the Yorubas say, where you have not reached, let your children reach. So as a result, where you have not reached in your marriage, let your children be happy. If your daughter comes and says, XYZ cheating, don't come and say small cheating. Cheating is betrayal. Is betrayal.
100%.
You're breaking trust. You're shaking tables you had no business shaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So as a result, there's no such thing as small cheating for men and women.
100%.
Yeah.
And we really need to stop doing this thing, like the aunties, where we condemn other women for leaving their husband for infidelity.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like that situation where, like, I won't lie, it happened to one of my aunties before, where like she literally was saying that, my husband cheated on me for like the third time or fourth time or whatever. She was like, that's it, I'm leaving him. That's it, like I'm done. I'm out of here. Like I'm done out here. I come and see how people I know, aunties that I look up to, right? We're like, is he the first person in the world that's done it?
She
you know that thing? Is he the first person in the world that's done it? Does he not take care of the kids? Does he not put money in the house?
I feel like
you're so sorry. And it's like, you're already reached a certain age. Who's going to marry you now?
Again, yeah.
I hate
shaming.
Why are you shaming this woman? She is hurt. And you know what it is? Those are the same people who will say, hey, yeah, sorry if he gives you AIDS from cheating outside. Let's talk about STDs and all things out there that he's good. He's outside sleeping around outside, coming back to come in that same bed with you. And yet you're supposed to sit there in silence. I don't like that.
Do you know what? I had a friend that actually used to sleep with her husband with condoms, and I used to think like, that's so weird. Why would you do that? Until I moved to Nigeria, and I was like,
now you have to sleep with your own husband with condoms because he's out here in these streets.
What's the point?
What's the point?
So why get married?
And the thing about cheating is, I feel like it's so disrespectful that it opens the door for other disrespect, like physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, because they can get away with so much. So I feel like it now opens the door for them to get away with other things that they shouldn't be getting away with in marriage.
Men more than women. Women do it as well, but I feel men more than women, they like to push boundaries. Oh yeah. So once they see what they can get away with. Last time I did this, she didn't shout. I'm going to try and see if I can level up on that one. What will she do? Do you understand? So once it's now like, that's why there are a lot of women out here that, in Nigeria especially, that after they get cheated on, like their husband just starts talking to them any which way. They start cheating. Like it's almost as if like
the gates have been open to multiple disrespect.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard of a story that, all right, cool. For one time he cheated, she forgave her. Second time he cheated, she forgave her. Third time he brought the girl in the house, and the wife was like, what is this nonsense? Like, what is there? Shebi,
Maybe you
already know about her now. So
I have someone that works, like a staff that works in my family. I'm not going to say who or what she does because I think it'll be a bit too bait.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of respect and love for this woman. Like, I see her as family. And the reason why she got this job in the first place as like staff with us was because her husband did that exact same thing that you're talking about. Wow. So let's be fair. She was somebody that she was a businesswoman. She did market trade. That's what she was doing. So she's quite.
Don't tell me you told her to sit at home.
No, wait. She's quite respected in the community in that sense because she's got her own business, right? Do you know what this guy did? This guy brought in the mistress to live in the house, and then like at the end of the day, he left with the mistress, left her with 2 kids, 2 adult kids, one's 16, one's 14, and she had to fend for those kids by herself. So what happened was my mum was looking for a particular member, like someone to, fulfill a role, and it was almost like, you need a job. Do you want a job? And that's kind of how she got the job. And like, she actually does 2 jobs. So she does 9 to 5 at our place, and then she goes and still does her market trade just to feed her children. I thought, how effed up is that you would, and he was with her for 20 years. That is what pained me about this whole situation.
After 20 years of putting everything into this,
investing,
and then the man just up and leaves.
And one of the children, so she has 1 boy and 1 girl. Do you understand? And they're like 14 and 16. So they've watched their dad just totally scatter their mom's life,
finish
but
everything.
She's still putting them through school. So this is what I mean by it leads to other disrespect. Maybe he might not beat you, maybe he might not do this, but he leaves you in a position where you kind of have to do everything yourself as a woman, and
hence
to me that's not a man.
I always say, like, do not, that whole joint account thing, forget it.
Have your own.
Have your own. And that a man who tells you,
what's mine
not
is
in
mine.
a loving way, like, let's say you do this, you get all your degrees, you're a boss lady, you're working hard and everything, and it's your passion to do whatever it is you're doing, and your man tells you, no wife of mine needs to work, sit at home. I get there's men that are like, I want to pamper you and all that, but it's my decision. If I've spent half of my life trying to achieve this goal, you're telling me now I should sit down at home.
Absolutely.
I think it's a form of bondage.
Oh, yeah,
men
you
like
gotta
that are
run a
dangerous.
mile.
It's a control thing.
There's a difference.
If I'm feeding you, if I'm the only hand that feeds you,
you can't bite me.
You can't bite me. You can't leave me. I can leave you. I can do what I want. You know what I mean?
Like, that. Fiscal financial abuse is actually a real thing.
It's a real thing.
And I feel like there's a difference
Totally.
between a man forcing you to not work and you either taking the decision not to work because that's what you and your husband have mutually agreed, or B, you saying, I'm not going to work formally, but I'm going to have like a side hustle or a business or something, which a lot of affluent men that marry like younger, I'm not saying super young, but like maybe
younger
5
women,
years, 6 years, they're
right.
junior. They say, do you understand? But any man, especially, I haven't been in situations, but I've seen situations where like a woman has her own business and a man says, well, once you enter the house, you have to stop doing that.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It can never be.
It's not me and you.
It's not me and you.
It's not us. That wedding.
I had
it
a
didn't
friend
happen.
actually that told me about a story, Sean. Biggest shout out to Sean. I think he's even watching right now. And he said that, this is the Igbo community, right? And he told me about a story about a woman that wanted to set up a business with her own money. This is her own money. And they had to have a family meeting and discussion about how she would spend her own money. And the husband was absolutely disgruntled at the fact that she would take her own money and set up a business. And I was like, is this for real? Is this what people are?
That's crazy.
It can never be me.
It can
I'll
never
punch
be
you
mine.
in
your
No,
throat.
I feel
If you
like-
ever told me I couldn't spell Simran, I
We
will
don't
punch
condone
you
violence here
in
at
your
home.
throat.
No,
But I
you know
don't
what? That
condone
sounds kinda
violence.
reasonable.
I don't
No,
condone
because
violence.
imagine, you're not. there are some men, and it's so messed up, that would rather a girl spend all their money on shoe and bag.
Oh, God forbid.
Shoe and bag.
Can
God
you
That-
imagine? So you can be bought. Your love can essentially be bought.
I was dating a guy back in the UK, and he was like, "Oh, let's go to dinner, this and that." And I was like, "Okay, sure, no problem." And he says, "I have something for you," and I'm like, "Well, present. I love surprise." And he gave me a £2,500 Harrods gift voucher.
Oh, Lord.
Gift voucher, you know.
I said, "What the hell is this?"
God.
He said, "Go and buy bags, go and buy shoes, go and treat yourself, go to dinner." I said, "Listen, sir, uncle, why wouldn't you just because I had been talking about starting a business, I've been talking about, not that I was searching for capital for him, because I was already telling him, this is how I'm gonna get the money. I've got a job. I'm gonna work this
why
job.
would
I'm gonna
he
do
give
this."
you a gift
And then he now
voucher?
gave me to
A
buy
gift
bag.
voucher. Give
Some
me the
people
money.
are like that.
Are you helping?
There's guys
There's
like
some
that,
men that
though.
will rather
There's
you
guys like
spend
that.
money on shoe and bag and looking pretty than what you will use to
Investing.
benefit your
Absolutely.
future, which in the long run benefits them. If
Hold
if you
on,
two,
hold on, hold on.
As
if
far
you
as
two
I'm
are still
concerned,
together.
it's control.
Thank you, man.
Control.
You know
Thank
what?
you,
It
man.
boils back to control. I'm controlling the narrative of how
Financial
you
control
spend
is a
this
very,
money
very
that I'm
real
giving
thing.
you.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what, ladies? I know
We are enjoying this.
Is it the
conversation.
end?
it's the
We
end.
are
It's the end.
Wow.
We have
It's a
reached
lie.
You know
It's the
what?
truth.
We'll have to have you ladies back.
Yeah.
For
We
sure,
loved having
because
you guys in the studio today.
we had so much to say. There's still so much more to unpack. I think this whole topic was too large.
Too large.
Too
Yeah,
large.
it's
We have to
deep.
break it
It's
down into
deep.
We
smaller
have to do
things.
part 1,
It's
part
deep.
2.
Part less and
Yeah.
one, part less. You know what? We
Nollywood.
should do that. Nollywood style.
Rihanna and Beyonce, part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. Sometimes it goes all the way up to part 8.
I
No,
swear.
do you know what was always messed up? Yeah, it would be part 1. Yeah, but part 1 would have side A and B.
But you know what's even more messed up is part 2, 3, and 4 does not even correlate
Correlate.
with part 1.
Totally different story.
It's a different
It's true.
I will never forget the pain, I used to feel when my mum would come back from Nigeria and she would just bring bare Nollywood DVDs. And it would be literally Rihanna versus Beyonce. Who was it? It was who was it? Jay-Z.
And Kanye or something.
Jay-Z and
I
Kanye.
don't know.
Like, there was another one that was like that. And it was like, part 1, A and B. Part 2,
I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
I had to stop watching Nollywood movies at one point because it was like there was too much jazz and stuff
Guys,
going
we
on.
can't
I was
even-
just
we can't
like,
even delve
That's
into
a
that.
topic for
Right.
another
That's
day.
a topic
You're
for another day.
scaring
Topic
me.
for another day.
But we're gonna play a little game with you guys.
Yay.
what's that? Oh, yay! I like games.
Let's end this on a high. So
I'm
we have a
looking at
little
everybody.
game. Oh, since we're talking about men,
Okay.
our little game is called Smash, Marry, Pass.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
love
That's
these
Are you guys
easy. I love
ready?
it. Love it.
All right.
Energy.
Let's
All right.
talk about our bays. All right. So we have some international
I
bays.
can already see
Oh,
the
I
names
like
already.
international bays.
Okay.
Smash,
so-
smash, smash, smash. That's the list I'm looking at.
Let's ask the question. Are you guys
Even
ready?
my phone is packing.
Are you guys
Funny.
ready?
Yes.
All
we're
right.
ready.
Idris
Go for it.
Elba.
Smash.
Oh, wait now.
Marry,
Idris Elba.
never pass.
That hen is really.
I will smash,
Idris.
marry, never pass.
Anything is possible with that.
All right, go
so
for it.
we have Idris Elba, Anthony Joshua, and Michael Ealy.
Where's Drake?
Michael Ealy.
Champagne Pappy. Not easy.
Listen. Drake.
Michael
Drake.
Ealy.
Drake.
on the list.
Drake.
Drake.
Listen. Drake.
Did you see that picture he posted on
Drake. That's what I
Instagram
mean.
today?
I just want to say Drake.
Drake. That's
Drake,
all.
yeah.
That's all. So,
Hey, babe.
between Idris
I
Elba and
don't know
Joshua.
who you're calling babe, but I need you to rest.
So wait, smash, marry, or pass?
Smash, Marry, Pass. Idris Elba, Anthony Joshua, Michael Ealy.
So so Michael Ealy can just get a pass.
Okay.
And Idris Elba and Anthony Joshua can join them together and I'll smash and marry. Anthony can be my first husband and Idris can be my second husband.
Wow.
Done.
So we're doing polygamy
I'm just
too,
letting-
Abby.
I have
If
to
men
say,
can do it, we can
And
do it
women
too.
can do too.
I have to say, as a faithful wife, I have to pass on all of them because Drake, Drake,
You're not having it.
When you're ready, I'm ready. Stop playing.
Right.
Stop playing.
Taking it right back home to Nigeria, we have Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy. Smash, Marry, Pass.
I'm okay.
Oh,
No, you have to answer.
Do I have to?
You have to.
Who is it?
Can't we just add
Davido?
Idris in the
Time
mix?
on.
Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy.
Oh, pass.
No.
Oh, yeah,
Go.
Pass.
You're passing on Davido, Wizkid,
Pass.
and Burna Boy.
None of them on my time. None of them. Pass
None
all
of
of them.
them.
Okay,
In fact, walk past them. I wouldn't even
All right,
notice
you
them.
know what?
Do you know what they call? Do you know what you call them?
Yeah.
Pathway. Do you know what a pathway is?
Yeah.
A pathway is you see them on the street and you pass away. Pathway.
All right, so next, and this is the final
Wait, how
category.
about you, babes?
I didn't even say pass. I
You
said
guys are
off it.
spineless. You guys are spineless chickens.
Okay.
Next and final round.
Oh, love this one.
We have A$AP Rocky,
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan.
Why did you leave the
Trey
British
Songz.
guys out? That's not the final
everybody
round.
except ASAP. Off it. ASAP.
A$AP could get
Call
it.
me.
A$AP could get it.
Call
No,
me, babe.
Sorry, what about you?
Trey has been my guy from day. Just got to make it. You know, that was
one that
me. So Trey
had
all
it.
day.
Trey's on
And now he's buff. He's, put on
find
a bit
Trey
of weight
sounds
and
Cringy.
he's a bit fruity. I
Damn
feel like he
trendy.
backs both ways.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I feel like he's
Wow.
in the loop.
You know what? On that note,
Ooh,
I
child.
really do.
Honda
Is it your gaydar strong with him, or is it just
I
me?
just find him very cringy. I don't
Oh.
like his songs.
But I do like him
you know
though.
what? On that note, that's it.
No,
I'm
but
done.
you had it not like this now.
You
Why
know
did
what,
you add them?
You guys messed up because you didn't do any UK boys.
Okay,
They
we
had
do.
the
All right.
list.
You
I've
know
seen
what?
the
Bonus
list,
round.
babes.
Bonus round. Really quickly.
Bonus round, go for it.
We've got Skepta. We've got Gigs. We've got Wiley.
Wiley can get a
Skepta.
pass.
Call
Wiley's
me.
in with Davido and Burna Boy and all of them, man. But Skepta and Gigs?
Skepta. Have you man seen
Skepta and
Skepta?
I have.
Have you
yes,
seen
Skepta.
Skepta?
Skepta could
Skepta
get
could
one
get
time. Get it.
But at the end of the day, Drake.
I'm with you, babes. Drake.
And with that being said,
Drake.
that pretty much
Ooh,
brings
Drake
us
can
to
get
the
it.
end of our show. There was a lot that we didn't actually get to cover today because the interesting topic was
know.
just so
Juicy.
juicy. It was so
You
You
juicy.
used to do a part 2.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
we'll continue this in my house. We'll get some wine.
Yeah,
We'll just sit down.
sounds
If
like
only we
music
could
to
record
my
that too.
ears.
That would be so
We
funny.
We should maybe do it as a podcast or a YouTube video or something like that.
Okay,
Watch
we'll
this
continue this in my
space.
house.
My
Yeah.
producer hat is on right now.
Hey. You know what? If you like somebody, let us know. We'll call them for you. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Right now.
Okay.
Could you
Yeah,
call
so-
Drake, please, while you're at it?
So
please?
we're gonna do this for love, okay?
Ooh.
After this song, we're going to call this particular lady. You have a secret admirer. I know we have went over
We're gonna
the
call
time.
him
Look
first,
at us.
actually.
We
We're
went
gonna call
over.
him
Can I
first.
We're
call
gonna
my
call him
crush?
first.
I have his number. Can I
Is it
call a
Drake?
crush?
Let's go. Let's
No,
go
no,
after
no, no.
this.
Like, I
Do
have a
for
real
love.
crush.
Hot 93.3.
We
Alive.
back.
We are
What
back.
you gonna do for love?
We are so bold right now.
What
We
you
are
gonna do? We've got
overtime.
We've
But
got
we
overtime.
have Emmanuel on the phone with us. Hello, Emmanuel.
Good evening, hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, I'm great. And you?
Oh, we're good.
We're good. So we got your email last week where you emailed us at the Ladies Lounge Show at gmail.com saying that you had a
Yes.
crush that you wanted us to call on your behalf and speak to for you.
Yes, please.
What?
So
Tell us about
tell
her.
us about this girl. Tell us where you met, how you feel about her.
Well, her name is Salome Dose Tafemba.
Wait, her name is what?
Salome.
Salome. Dose.
Salome.
Oh, such a cute name.
Yeah.
Tell us about her. How'd you know her?
I trust.
I actually met her in church. Saw her in church.
So cute.
Very good.
Now, I
Very good.
need to ask, are you going to be a married man, or are you planning on being a single married man? Because I will not call this
Wait,
girl.
are you married?
No, he's not. He's single right now. But I will
Married.
not call this girl
I'm
on your
single
behalf
right
if
now,
you say
but
that.
I'm going to be a married man.
You want to get married?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm not going to get married single man, no.
You're going to be
Okay,
a married
good.
man.
Very
Okay.
good.
All
Very
right,
good.
then let's get
Yes,
Salome on the phone.
Yes, we're gonna give her a call right about now. Oh, what do you want us to say
Okay.
to her?
Well, I wanted to let her know I love her so much. I love her very seriously.
You
And,
love her.
You love her? Wow.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
I
I'm
just
really
gotta ask a
serious about it.
very quick question. It's not good. It's gonna sound weird, but she knows you,
Okay.
right?
Well, she's not seeing me, but I've not really got the courage to go to like.
So you haven't spoken to her.
But you love her. You love her. Emmanuel. Yeah. Is it love or is it a lust in something?
No, it's not lost.
Okay. We'll call her for you. Okay.
Let's call her up.
Right.
Let's call up Soloma.
Yes, we'll call her. Okay. Hold on a second. So I just want.
Okay.
I don't know how we're gonna describe. So can we describe you?
How do you want to be described?
You know? Because I don't know.
What?
How am I going to
When you
describe
call,
you to
when
her?
you call
Because you
the
said
name
you haven't
Emmanuel
talked.
too. When you call the Emmanuel Giovanni, she will know. She knows the name.
Emmanuel
she knows the
Giovanni,
name. Emmanuel
O'Shea,
Giovanni.
So
Gang.
she knows the name. Are you sure?
Yes, please, she does. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. That's what we'll do then. That's what we'll do.
let's
Okay.
call her up.
Let's just play a song real quick
You know
and
you
then we'll
guys
get her
now.
on the phone.
You know you guys. That's what is actually questioning. You people really know, boy. Just that.
What?
I'm sure she's aware. I mean, she knows.
She
like,
knows.
Okay.
She
Okay.
knows,
All right,
boy.
then that's
Just that.
cool.
Okay, we'll play.
You don't call the name.
You know what? We'll give
We
her a
got
call
you.
real
We
quick.
got
Okay,
you.
Emmanuel, may the,
we'll be
may the
right back.
force be with
So
you.
hopefully you're listening. You see what she says, and we'll give you feedback. Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
All right. No worries.
Hot 93.3.
We are on Hot FM, and we just had to call you because you have a secret admirer.
You have a secret admirer. So before yes, girl. So before we go into who this man is, do you have any idea as to who it is? Somebody is actually in love with you. Apparently.
He said he's in love
with you. Whatever you doing, girl.
He said he met you in church. Do you have a clue now?
No.
No? Okay.
Well,
his name, are we gonna reveal his name?
Drum roll, please. His name is Emmanuel Giovanni.
Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
You do? Yay! Okay. You do. Okay.
So, we are the Ladies Lounge, like we told you. We are on Hot 93.3 FM every Wednesday from 9 to 11. We sent out a message last week where we told people to email us with the details of their crush and we would try and hook something up. Now, the lovely Emmanuel, he emailed us and he told us that there's this wonderful girl that he loves and he's obsessed with, and he would love for us to reach out to her and let her know how he feels.
I'll actually read the letter to you. He said, "Hello, my name is Emmanuel Giovanni from Lekki. There is a beautiful angel I've been admiring for such a long time, but I'm scared to approach her. Please, I'll appreciate if you can assist me to get through to her, as you offered to do so on your program last week." So he said, "I really appreciate it. Her name is Salome," and he also gave us your number. So he said we should let you know that he really loves you and he has feelings for you.
So first things first, are you single?
No.
You're single. Okay, are you ready to mingle?
Well, yeah, we can give it a try.
Oh, okay. So does this mean that if Emmanuel Giovanni can give you a call and ask you on a date?
Okay.
Oh,
Yay! Okay, so we're gonna make sure to set that up with you guys. Make sure that he has your number. He has your number, but make sure that you have his.
Okay.
And you know what? We would actually love to hear how you guys got along. Hopefully, you can have your date this week, so that we can call you for an update next week. So I can add Cupid to my resume.
Yeah.
Send me my accolades, please.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have to let us know how it goes,
Yes.
okay?
All right,
You
thank
promise? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
All right,
amazing.
fantastic.
Thank you so much. We love you. I hope you're listening.
Thank you.
So we are the Ladies Lounge, just to reiterate. We are on Hot 93.3 and we have this show every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
We've gone a little bit over today, but
Yes,
that's okay.
it's 11:15, but we had
We
had to fulfill Emmanuel's request.
Just
for
Emmanuel.
only you.
Only
just for you.
You
we are
made
still
the
here.
whole station stay longer. Wow.
Look at
What a
that.
powerful
Look at love.
something.
You know?
So thank you for answering your phone today, and we look forward to hearing what happens between you and Emmanuel.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good
Fantastic.
night.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. That was so cute.
Aww,
Are we
love.
Cupid?
I feel like our good deed for the day is
Are we
done.
Cupid?
We are.
There's a phone call up. Guys, we're finished.
We're going
we need to
home.
go home.
Pick up the call. You know you want to.
All right, let's pick up the call really
Okay.
quickly and then we sign off.
Hello? Oh, I think he's gone. Hey, yeah.
What a shame. If you want to talk to us, make sure that you call us next week, Wednesday. Like we said, we will be here from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. next Wednesday, same place, Hot 93.3 FM.
Somebody, hello? They don't want us to go. Hello?
Hello, yeah, it's Corday.
Oh, hello, Corday.
Our
Corday
favorite
from
caller.
last week. How are you,
Hello, you can
Corday?
hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
I'm
hear
Very
you.
good. How you guys doing?
We're
You can hear me
good.
very well.
Good.
All right, cool.
How are you?
So, is there any guests in the studio today? I'm good. I'm doing very good.
Yeah, yes, we have guests. We have DJ T Garbs and we have Tora in the studio as well. Tora is taking a phone call outside. But yeah, welcome.
All right, cool. And I guess it should have been fun today. Cool. I kind of tuned in late. I told you before, right?
You just what?
I kind of tuned in late. You guys, I don't know what you guys talked about today.
Oh.
Don't worry. We will.
We talked about
Single married men.
Married single men.
But don't worry, we should have a podcast of today's episode on the website in the coming week. So if you missed out,
right, cool.
if you're just tuning in, you can definitely pick that up on the website this coming week. Thank you for calling us per usual, Corday. And to everybody out there listening, thank you for listening. It's been real. Today in the studio with us has been DJ T Garbs and the one, the only Miss Tora.
So DJ T Garbs, it's lovely to meet you in person.
Oh,
Your legend
lovely
reigns
sisterhood.
in Lagos. I've known about you for about 2 years. How long have you been here for? How long
Full
have you been-
time, 18 months, back and forth 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. So I've known about you for
Ladies,
about
we're
2
going to
years
my house
now.
to drink wine.
So.
We have to come off here.
Me, I'm
Nice
going
to
to
finally meet
DJ.
you.
We have to come off
More
here.
DJ.
Me, I'm following you.
I mean,
Because
too. So if you want to
I can
catch
follow
DJ
you.
T Garbs on the ones and twos, we going out tonight.
Go out
We're
tonight.
gonna be out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Chevy.
So that has been it from us here at the Ladies Lounge. I am BB Ray, your favorite ray of sunshine.
And I'm Dami, okay? Good
And
night.
we have been, don't chase boys, chase bags.
Hey,
Always.
I like that.
That is it. And
Facts.
you know what? Don't forget to shake it off.
Hot 93.3.